Y'all get ready?
Yes, you get ready.
If you want the latest news in the streets, join us and tune in for the tea. Breaking news with integrity. So tell your friends and your family. It's the Lovelyti TV show, bringing you good tea and good vibes. It's the Lovelyti TV show. Be sure to share, like, and subscribe.
Night Charm sent 199 says, talk about Tasha's song and how she. Okay, so when I tell you, I'm here for this song. I didn't even know that the challenge was out. I didn't know Chris Brown had a song. I had to go and listen to Chris Brown's original song, and I went down the Redacted, or what's the name of the song? Redemption. What is the name? Child, I forgot. Something with an R. Y'all write the name of the song because I really could not remember. But I really liked it. I liked it, Chris Brown's version. I listened to Tank's version. What's his name? Is it Vado the singer? It was a lot of people who sang it. Like, they really did a remix to it. It was really, really good. Oh, Residuals. Oh, did I say Redacted? I'm sorry, I'm tired. Residuals. I said Redacted, remembering something. I knew it started with an R. I really liked it. I think LaTocha killed it. You know, she's always been a singer. She's always had such a beautiful voice. The problem is, the only thing I will say that bothered me with it is that there was no personal responsibility. It was a lot of, blaming. It was a lot of her. I think she was putting it in the music, right? That's what we tell people. When you go through stuff, put it in the music, put your heart, your pain. And I felt it. I felt everything she was saying, her voice, just her talking about how she's now divorced from Rocky. She found out that he had a baby on the way in the comments. The comment section ain't shit. That's where you're going to find all the tea is in the comment section of any said topic. So I thought that, she put her heart and pain into it. She misses her sister. I know for a fact her sister, who is my twin, misses her as well. But the problem is, I didn't like the fact that she tried to lie and say that she was kicked out of Xscape. Objection. LaTocha, you know damn well you weren't kicked out of Xscape. What it is, you let your ex-husband, Rocky, gas you up and make you feel like you were bigger than the program, okay? We understand that you have strong vocals. You are the voice, the backbone. We know at times, Candy can sing, but sometimes she can get a little bit Billy Goat gruff. We know you can sing like an angel. We get it. But your head got big, and you were big. You thought you were bigger than the program. You thought that you could go solo dolo and that you didn't need the other three. But what you don't understand is, while you and Tamika were doing the wife thing and taking care of y'all's kids, we were introduced to Candy and the other Tamika, Tiny, via reality television. So we built a rapport with them. We got to know them. We watched them on Real Housewives. We watched the T.I. and Tiny show. The rest of America didn't know you two like that. The last time we saw y'all were accusing Candy of sucking Jermaine Dupri's daddy's peen on the radio. That was the last time we really heard from y'all. So for you to think that you were in the same position as a Candy or a Tiny, to me, is comical. Nobody was going to follow you from Xscape to your solo. They're just not. I'm just keeping it real. This generation, they're all about clout, who's popular, who got the most followers. Your voice is beautiful, but they don't know you like that. And then you brought that stank energy into the recording sessions. They would have a meeting. We need to be in the recording studio at 3 p.m., in Buckhead. We need to work on this song. Or we need to rehearse for the tour that we're doing with SWV. You wouldn't show up. Or if you did show up, it was just always this weird energy, arms crossed. So that's the only thing I can say I did not like, is the fact that she made it seem like they came together collectively and kicked her out the group, when that was never the issue. And this is not the first time that you try to go solo dolo, ma'am. So let's not forget, for all of you young people, that is how the group broke up in the first place. is back in the day after their Traces of My Lipstick, their last album that was very successful, one of my favorite albums. She wanted to go solo then. So they said, okay, fine, you go solo, you go do you. Candy was also solo, and she was also writing. She was writing for a lot of artists, so she was getting, good money writing and doing her thing. And LaTocha's career just didn't pop, unfortunately. It didn't pop back in the day. So I think she thought that it would, and it just didn't happen for her. So I think for me, she should have just been honest and took responsibility, And then on top of that, where is Tamika's money? Where is the $30,000 check that you and Rocky took from her? Where are those residuals? Where is that? So I think that was the only thing lacking in the song for me. I loved it. I loved her voice. I think she put her all into it. But there was some fabrication in there. So I think I don't know if the group will ever get back together. Because honestly, they've been moving. One monkey didn't stop the show, like we say in the South. One monkey don't stop the show. So just because she wasn't there, the other three kept on moving, sold out tours, you know what I'm saying? Were reintroduced to a whole new generation. So it's almost like, why would they let her back in the group? They're doing fine with just the three of them, But I think LaTocha's lonely. She doesn't have her sister, she doesn't have the group, and she doesn't have her husband. But she does have the mom, she does, she's cool with the mother. But there's nothing like having your sister in your life. So I just hope, though, for the sake of everything, they eventually rectify and get back together. Because when it's all said and done, all jokes aside, you can't take none of this to the grave. The accolades, the Grammys, the money, you can't take none of it with you. So I just hope that they all eventually get to a place where they can forgive. You don't have to necessarily forget, but forgive. And I'm not saying they need to let her back in the group, but I do think that apologies need to be had. Attitudes need to change, especially coming from LaTocha. And she needs to give her sister back her money. She needs to make amends with Tamika. Because I know Tamika's very hurt, by not having a relationship with her sister. And the other girls are as well. Candy and LaTocha, they've always had little issues with each other, even when they were younger. But Tiny's just like the glue that kind of holds everybody together. Like, Tiny's just really sweet. But these girls were all literally raised like sisters. They've been friends since they were teenagers. So I'm sure she's hurting, being on the outside of everything. So hopefully they'll be able to figure it out and, come back together in the future. But yeah, somebody said T is Tamika. It's funny, me and Tamika look more alike than Tamika and LaTocha. That's the funny thing. And I didn't realize until I used to hang out in Atlanta and people would ask me if I was Tamika, and I'm like, no. And people would ask Tamika, she was Lovelyti, and she'd be like, who is Lovelyti? And then she got to know who I was. But yeah, it's funny how that is. But I really hope that they eventually work everything out and they can come back together. Maybe not in business, maybe not singing, but as family.
You want the latest news in the streets? Join us and tune in for the tea. Breaking news with integrity. So tell your friends and your family. It's the Lovelyti TV show, bringing you good tea and good vibes. It's the Lovelyti TV show. Be sure to share, like, and subscribe.